Though Antarctica may not seem like the ideal location to where one travels due to its lack of habitability, it does hold great value as it holds 60 to 90% of the fresh water found on this planet. Of course, this fresh water is not found in its liquid form, but in the form of ice sheets. A little bit more about Antarctica. It is the southernmost part of the Earth and also happens to be the least populated continent. Though you may not find a lot of human beings here, you will surely come across quite a few native species including penguins, mite seals, and tardigrades, as well as some types of lichen and moss. Speaking of the human population, Antarctica comprises a population of just 1,000 to 5,000 people, and even this number is only seasonal. Antarctica also happens to be one of the windiest continents that has also the coldest and driest winds. It also happens to have one of the highest average elevations. In addition to this, the continent faces a precipitation of 200 millimeters along the coast. In short, Antarctica is a polar desert. It is also important to note that even Antarctica faces regional differences. The eastern part of this continent is on a higher elevation and hence is colder. The center of the continent is often left cold and dry, and they're usually accompanied by moderate wind speeds. As for the amount of snowfall that this region witnesses, it is up to 1.22 meters in 48 hours. This is what was recorded when heavy snowfall took place in this region. During the summers, solar radiation reaches the South Pole. As we mentioned earlier, the fresh water that is found in this region is stored in the form of ice sheets. These ice sheets expand over 14 million square kilometers of land, and they're said to contain approximately 30 million cubic kilometers of ice. Due to this massive amount of ice, this region endures very low temperatures, due to which barely any species are found here. According to scientists and their various theories, Antarctica is a mysterious land that has quite a few secrets of its own that we human civilization are yet to uncover. Not so long ago, scientists happened to stumble upon the unraveling of one of the mysteries of Antarctica. This mystery includes the fact that Antarctica hosts pyramids on its expanse. These resemble the pyramids of Giza and are mountain-shaped just like them. When these pyramids were found, they raised quite a few assumptions. The first one being if these pyramids are actually man-made or naturally occurring. Moreover, the bigger question looming at the top of everyone's head is how did they get to such a cold and inhabitable zone in the first place? Many theorists have even reached a point where they are hypothesizing that this Antarctic mountain may have been built and housed by an ancient civilization. This ancient civilization probably hailed from a really long time back, as the unique rocky pyramidal structure is not something any recent civilization would have constructed. On the other hand, we have some other theorists who have stated that these pyramids could have suddenly appeared due to some extraterrestrials from outer space getting involved with Earth. In fact, it could even be their secret base that they have to set up there, far away from where human civilization thrives. But this theory roots deeply in our imagination, and scientists are looking for a logical explanation for their sudden occurrence. To do that, this basic question can be looked into. How are mountains formed? Mountains take millions of years to form and are created from the collision of continental plates. What further provides texture to these mountains are years of erosion due to a list of natural factors by which it's affected to give them the shape, color, and texture. Scientists believe that this Antarctic mountain could have also been created in a similar way to how regular mountains are created. In fact, Antarctic mountain that was found looked like it had truly undergone millions of years of erosion to look the way it currently is. In a communication between Eric Rignot, a professor of Earth System Science at the University of California in Life Science, the following was stated: "This is just a mountain that looks like a pyramid. Pyramid shapes are not impossible. Many peaks partially look like pyramids, but they only have 1 to 2 faces like that, rarely 4. As we speak, this pyramidal mountain has not been given any formal name, and what we know for sure about it is that it is part of one of the many peaks of Antarctica's Ellsworth Mountains. Antarctica's Ellsworth Mountains were discovered by the American aviator Lincoln Ellsworth. He made this amazing discovery on November 23, 1935, while he was on a flight. A research paper published by the U.S. Geological Survey in 2007 spoke about this finding. A little bit more about this mountain is that it's located at 79 degrees 58 39.25 south and 81 degrees 57 32.21 west in the southern part of the Ellsworth Mountains. The region in which it is found is known by the name Heritage Range. The Heritage Range is a region where quite a few important finds have been made in the past. These findings include fossils. The fossils that have been found are from the Cambrian period. The fossils of trilobites from around 500 million years ago have been found in this region. This finding has also been mentioned in the US Geological Survey. The Earth is covered in quite a few tall mountains, right from Mount Everest to the Kangchenjunga. However, this pyramidal Antarctic mountain is not very tall when compared to the rest of the mountains found on Earth. If you're wondering how tall this mountain is, it's just 4,150 feet. If we are to make a comparison with this mountain, it's just a little less than 1/5 the height of Denali. For those of you who have not heard of Denali Mountain, it happens to be the tallest mountain in North America. According to an expert named Pelto, the pyramid shape of this mountain is its main unique feature. The reason why it has this shape is probably due to the freeze-thaw erosion that it may have endured for millions of years. In simple terms, the ice sheets that are found in this region must have thawed and melted when the temperature rose, which probably happened during the day. Once the temperatures dropped at night or during this respective season, they would freeze. The alternating of these two processes means that the melted ice would fill in the cracks in the ice. This would cause the cracks in the ice to further widen, causing the ice to expand, hence giving the mountain its unique pyramidal shape. This freeze-thaw erosion that we mentioned does not occur just a couple of times, but goes on countless times. This would result in the creation of larger cracks in the ice on the mountain. This would eventually lead to large masses of ice rocks falling off from its main body. Many believe that this was the same reason a similar type of formation of the majestic Matterhorn in the Alps took place. Pelto has further stated, it suggests since it came out so evenly that the rock type is fairly uniform. You don't have any rock layers that are harder to erode. Here, he's speaking in regard to the erosion that the mountain has witnessed. It has been witnessed that 3 out of the 4 sides of the mountain had eroded at similar rates, making the mountain look smoother than when compared to other mountains. He also stated that this mountain is an all-in-one rock layer. It's not a very big mountain, so it's not that surprising. Another unique feature about this mountain is that its eastern ridge descends downward as opposed to the other ridges that go in the other direction. The mountain's fourth side extends in the east direction and it rises towards an even higher terrain. According to Pelto, the erosion probably wasn't as uniform on the eastern side. This could be a possible reason as to why its ridges have formed in this way, but other news outlets do not agree with Pelto's logic on this stance and are backing up their statement with the fact that the mountain is still quite newly discovered to be passing such a prediction. As we speak, there has been a research base set up for climate scientists in the southern region of the mountain. This area is known as the Patriot Hills. From Patriot Hills, one can see the mountain. Do you think there are more mountains such as the unnamed pyramidal one out there in the Antarctic region? How do you think this pyramidal mountain was created, and do you actually think that it was habited by a civilization a long time back? Bless the comments section with your thoughts. We hope you found this video informative, and we hope to see you back on our channel soon. But before you go, do drop this video a like, tap on the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be in the loop on what's going on here. See you soon.